Also tonight, the House overwhelmingly approved a broad resolution to condemn anti-Semitism, but doesn't call out Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. The freshman lawmaker has made no apologies for a series of offensive remarks. Her colleague, another radical freshman, Rashida Tlaib of Michigan, now doubling down on her demands to impeach Trump.
I will be joining folks and advocates across the country to file the impeachment oh my God, what are they? Resolution. I'm sorry, I'm not in the Michigan legislature. Impeachment resolution to start the impeachment proceedings.
Sometimes words like resolution, they just... And now one of their friends, Linda Sarsour, is seen on Capitol Hill ignoring questions about her own anti-Semitism by a Muslim reporter.
Okay, wait.
So if you can turn your camera off. Okay. I know what you're doing, and I don't appreciate it. And I heard you talking. Okay, good. I'm glad you. Excuse me. Why are you blocking the door? You're like blocking the door. Okay, here.
We just need some of the supporters to actually be able to get
blocking the door.
Not Normani. Joining me now is that reporter, Asra Nomani, and Sarah Carter, Fox News contributor. All right, Asra, kudos to you. Loved it. What didn't we see in that video?
What you saw was the Muslim supremacists in action on Capitol Hill. They acted like they own the House of Representatives, and they sort of do right now. They marched through the corridors of Longworth Office Building, and they came to the front door of Rashida Tlaib's office. Linda Sarsour turned to one of her buddies at CAIR, the Council on American Islamic Relations, told them not to let me inside the public office. And then the woman stepped forward along with another man, and they became the bouncers at Rashida Tlaib's office. All of a sudden, lobbyists from the Muslim organizations became the gatekeepers in Congress.
Now, and everyone should know that Asra happens to be obviously a well-known reporter, former reporter for the Wall Street Journal, but you're a Muslim woman yourself.
I am. I'm Muslim. I helped found an organization called the Muslim Reform Movement. We accept the state of Israel. We don't hate Jews. We are people who believe in secular governance, women's rights, the ability of all of us to live and assimilate and coexist, not making demands and acting like victims in American society.
Sarah Carter, this has been a really disturbing period of time, I think, in this country regarding anti-Semitism. We're seeing it in Europe. I'm going to play some a sound in a moment. But how serious is this for the Democrat Party? I mean, they kind of brushed it away, turned it into Trump's a bad guy today. Everything is about Trump. This woman says these things about money and Jews and a divided allegiance or divided allegiance. Some congressmen act like they have divided allegiance. And then it's Trump's fault? What is that?
Well, it's beyond disturbing, Laura. I think this is just the beginning. I think what we're seeing now in these divisions, and Asra said it perfectly. I've traveled. I have many friends that are Muslim. I've traveled throughout the Middle East. This is perfectly said Muslim supremacy. And who won today? The people that won today are CAIR and the extremists in the Democratic Party. But who lost? It was the Democrats. The Democrats have lost completely, because now how are they going to confront anybody, even on the Republican side, about anti-Semitism? Look at what they've done today. They refused to call a spade a spade. They have backed out. They have cowered, actually, down to these progressive radicals.
It's amazing.
And it's really frightening. And I think Asra really can bring this to the table, because we don't hear enough from reformers.
Muslim women, I think, have the power to take this whole thing back. I talked to so many friends of mine.
Some Muslim women, right?
Some do. Not Linda Sarsour.
Not fake feminists like Linda Sarsour. But what's happened is the liberal Democrats have decided they are the poster girl.
Why? Why do they glom on? Why is Linda Sarsour delivering this new nirvana of feminism? Can you explain that to people?
It's the playbook of these Muslim organizations now. They decided about a decade ago that they were going to become the victims. So that's what happened this last couple of weeks. Rashida Tlaib went from being the bully, right, to today being the victim. And they inserted the anti-Muslim, issue into this resolution when it was nothing about that. They made it number one.
I'd like to show some images here of what Europe is dealing with. At the big carnival in Belgium, this was on Tuesday, I believe, This was a parade float, okay? And Belgium is now, in many cases, majority Muslim, and there's a big Islamist movement in Belgium. Let's put it up on the screen. Now, these are pictures of people who obviously look Jewish. There's bags of money. This made the rounds on a lot of Islamist websites, like We Got 'Em. Good. Now, this is what's happening in the Labour Party in Britain. Let's play this next soundbite.
I never thought I would see the day when Jewish people in this country were concerned about their future in this country.
I cannot remain in a party that I have today come to the sickening conclusion is institutionally anti-Semitic.
Moves by other Muslims in Britain against gay citizens, disturbing images that we saw today. What do you
These are horrific images, and this is a very dangerous time. I can tell you this, Laura. There was a documentary that I helped work on. It's called Never Again Is Now, and it was about 2 Jewish women in Amsterdam that literally left Amsterdam to the United States because of what is happening over there in Europe. The anti-Semitism is extreme. We're seeing it here in the United States. We have to call it out. We cannot be afraid. We cannot cower down, and we have to talk for Muslim women that do not support this type of radicalism.
And so for us, what is happening is our religion has been taken over by these extremists. 17 years ago, it was my colleague Danny Pearl who was murdered as his last words, "I am a Jew, my mother is a Jew, my father is a Jew." Danny's father called me today, and he said that he is, I wrote it down, he said, "I am devastated. Today is a day of infamy because like in the UK, Jews in America are afraid, and we have to stand with them.
This cannot stand. Right. Both of you, your voices are very important. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll have you both back on this issue. We'll be covering it.